Okay, so I have this sheepskin coat. It was £15. I got it off Gumtree when I was back at uni in like my first year, so I've had it like 3 years. Don't really wear it. It's got a bit of a funky smell, and the sheepskin is not soft, so it's a bit scratchy around here. It's not the nicest to wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can wash it, and I'm just going to document it in case I ruin it. If I don't, then I can post it and maybe help other people with sheepskin coats that aren't very clean. There's quite a lot of marks and rubs on it, so hopefully it goes well. Okay, so to do this I have a 9 kilogram washing machine, and I'm going to do it on the fast wash 30 degrees. The setting there, I just pop it in. And what I'm going to do is put in some conditioner, not shampoo, because I don't want it to get like super sudsy. So I'm just going to go in there, but a little bit more. That should do it. And we'll see how it goes. Good luck. Okay, so straight out of the washer, it has shown up the marks a bit more. But the sheepskin already feels a bit softer, which is good. I'm going to put it on a hanger and set it up to dry. But first I'm going to get some of this conditioner and just put it on the sheepskin to soften it up a bit more. Some up. Just going to take the excess off there and just paint it on. Get it all nice and saturated. I'll leave it for a couple of minutes and then dab it off with some paper towels. Okay, so it's now hung up on a wheelie chair because I didn't have a coat hanger wide enough for it. It's quite a big coat, and I actually ended up using a damp cloth to get the rest of the conditioner off this here, and now I just got to leave it to dry and see how it comes out. And then I've got some waterproofing treatment to go on here as well. Okay, so you can see that the marks are still there. I put it on a hanger and right next to the radiator to try and dry it quicker because I'm impatient, and it's working quite well. And here is the sleeves before I brush them out to make them more soft, and here's after, nice and soft and fluffy like sheepskin should be. I'm pleased with this. Okay, so you can see all the marks here have shown up quite drastically. So I'm just going to show you what I do to sort of get rid of them. And you can see they're pretty much gone. Okay, so this is a before of the back, and the after. Most of the marks are now gone. Still sort of visible, but much better than it was before, and much better than it was before I cleaned it. And here is me just brushing out the sheepskin inside the coat. This is quite tedious. After I've done it with the metal side, I actually turn it around and do it with the bristled side to make it nice and fluffy and smooth. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. So here is the after of the inside of the coat. And as you can see, it looks a lot more fluffed up and soft than it did before, which I'm really pleased with. And next, what I'm going to do is use some of this Flexolan on to waterproof it on the suede part. There's the instructions there for you to have a read through. And this just brushes on. I've used it on saddles, boots, bridles, all sorts of stuff, so I know how it reacts. But I'm just going to do a little patch test, which is what you're going to see now. And it does change the colour initially of the leather, but once it sort of soaks in and, you know, is absorbed by the coat, it does revert back to the normal colour. So I'll leave this here and you can see me sort of treating it and come back in a minute with an after. And here you can see the treated part compared to the rest of the sleeve, slight difference. And then I carried on and did the entire sleeve. And you can see that there's a slight difference there compared to the rest of the coat. But it's nothing noticeable, too noticeable. And you only really see it if you're looking for it. Oh, there's a bristle there from the brush. And the texture's still the same, it's still that sort of suedey texture, it's nice and soft. Hasn't affected how it feels or anything. Okay, so it's now the next day, and as you can see, there is no noticeable colour difference between the part that I treated and the rest of the coat. I actually did this back section as well, and as you can see there's also no colour difference, which is really good. And overall, I'm really pleased with how this has come out. I can't say for definite it would work on your coat, but it has worked for mine, so good luck.